What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be discussing how to stop one of the most OP runs in Madden since the last patch. It is now the Power O. I've had several DMs, several private messages asking, Gmia, I know that, you do a lot of Swerve and you're the Swerve God and you won't teach us how to do that, but can you help us with the run game? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, because once I come into a game and the dude's running Power O, I lose all respect for that individual, and I hope the worst. All right, I'm just joking around. I don't hope the worst. I'm just saying, like, bro, I hate Power O. And, pretty much dudes are just running the ball, and they don't care. 4th and 9, 4th and 36. They just run Power O. They think it's sweet. All right, so I don't know what a lot of, the playbooks that a lot of you individuals run. Hybrid defenses such as the Raiders and the Patriots that have 3-4 and 4-3. That's probably high commodities. But me, I prefer a 4-3 overall. In this video, I'm going to be using the Giants playbook, and it's simply because they have 4-3 wide 9. Now, 4-3 wide 9 completely locks up Power O regardless of how they flip it, whatever they do, with just a simple adjustment. So we're going to go ahead and jump to the field right now, and I'm doing it against the computer, so they're going to probably cheat sometimes. Pretty much cover 2 invert. You can see the way that the defense is set up, right? You can see that the edge D linemen are going back in yellow zones, and the right outside linebacker and the left outside linebacker are blitzing down. Now, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna pinch the line and you're gonna crash the D line out, and then you can zone the linebackers or leave both of them blitzing. If you know they're running Power O, just leave both of them blitzing. If they're gonna probably pass, I would only send 5 by leaving one of the guys that are blitzing coming straight down. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started right now. Get your pens and pads out. Let's go right now to GmiasWorld School. All right, so cover 2 invert out of 4-3 wide, and we're going to go ahead, and most guys come out running it out of I-Form Pro. It doesn't really matter what formation they're running Power O out of. As long as you pinch the line quickly and crash them out, it's very, very simple. All right, bam, we're going to pinch the line, crash them out, and I'm leaving my guys blitzing, right? And look, you're going to see the guy's just going to run it for 6 on me right here because the computer just doesn't care. Look, don't worry about that right there. That was just completely ridiculous. I'm very, very happy that they just scored on me like that. And whatever, bro. It doesn't really matter. We're ready to go right now, though. So when they run Power O, pretty much what you want to do. What the fuck? Yo, what is going on right now? Okay, listen. I don't know what's happening right now. So we're going to have to... Hold on. Let me see what's going on right here. The computer's just doing whatever they want. Let me see. What in the... Okay, okay, that guy came in. But it's not even about that. I don't know what just happened with those first 2 runs. So it's like, yo, what the F? All right, we have to pinch them. We can spread the line. I was trying to do that before to spread it because spreading the linebackers is what makes it works. I'm gonna try to show you the art real quick. Look, when you spread the linebackers, the guy that's coming off the edge, he pretty much seals off the outside run when the guard pulls. So before, when the computer snapped the ball twice on me, I wasn't able to spread the linebackers. Spreading the linebackers definitely locks up the run completely. And like I said, I've played against a lot of top tier players that have done this. So pretty much, look, I'm just crashing the D line out, and the guys on the outside are coming. No matter what they do, once you spread the linebackers, it's going to completely lock the run up. So, the computer tried to do whatever they want to do, and they thought it was really, really sweet, and they were just running. Okay, your user, see that fumble right there? Your user guy, you have to make sure that you're the last resort. So you can't give up the play. So once you see that it is Power O, you have to be already on the outside. Now, it's insta block sheds, regardless of how garbage your D-line is and what you're playing in MUT, whatever's going on. The defense is just set up to come right in. And like I said, I practiced this actually when I was labbing in a game, because I lab during my games and head-to-head. And the dude just was running Power O every play. And I'm like, yo, what the F? Why can't I stop it? So then I started flipping through defenses, and then I came upon this defense, and pretty much you could do it out of any 4-3 wide play. You could do it out of cover 4, to change your scheme up, whatever. But your guy is what's going to do it. Now look, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to experiment real quick. We're going to zone this guy, Kenyard. We're going to zone him and see what happens. Let's see what happens when we zone him. Does he stay? Okay, he still stays there. So you don't really have to blitz those guys. Obviously, with the initial play art, you see that the D line is going out. We crash him in. Crash them out to go to the outside to help us out. So, that's pretty much, quick audible, the quick hot routes, whatever, what I'm saying, pinch the line, crash them out, spread the D line, dude goes right up the middle because I missed my assignment. But as you can see, after they did those first 2 ridiculous plays where the computer tried to embarrass me because they know I was trying to help dudes out, once you pinch the line, you can see you consistently stop Power O. So this is something that is very, very unique because a lot of people, like I said, use the Raiders defense or the Patriots defense, and they don't have the wide 9. Because, you know, it's a hybrid. They got 3-4 and they got 4-3, but it is what it is. But this defense is very, very unique in stopping Power O. Power O, you're not really getting anything consistent with this. And let's zone both these guys now. Let's just zone both those guys. We zone both the linebackers. Let's see what happens. All right, so with that right there, I zone them really, really quickly because, like, that's why I like whenever I'm going to lab, I lab against the computer because they're going to hike the ball very, very fast. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you can still zone those players. And they still, the Power O is still, it's useless. It's just about spreading your, you know, spreading your linebackers really, really quickly. That's what really covers it up. That locks up all the action. And like I said, it doesn't really matter how they run it. That's not something that's going to bother the defense because the way that they block shed, it's just ridiculous. And when you pinch it, when you pinch the D line, you see the out. Okay, why did my screen just change like that? I don't know what's going on. All right, yo, running for 6 on me real quick to teach me a lesson. All right, yeah. Anyway, so let me fix my okay. My screen is already fixed. All right, when you pinch the line and you zone that guy, right? You can see it doesn't really matter. The D tackle, the way that they're aligned against the O line, it's still kind of wide. They have space. So it's not really a lot. So once they start fighting and you as the middle linebacker go to either side, because what will happen is they'll start flipping the play. So when you got to stay neutral. Stay in the middle and wait to see which side they go to so they can run it for 6 on you like that. The computer's going to get 1. I'm not really set tripping. But the bottom line is I want you guys to experiment with this defense. Because when people bring out Power O, it's wild and ridiculous, bro. And yeah, that kind of rhymed. That kind of rhymed. So just look at what I'm talking about. That guy was in the zone. All right? Because look, I'm not pass committing. So when I put him in his, what is he doing? Okay, he's just down there. I'm gonna leave him blitzing. I'm gonna leave him blitzing. Oh, keep running for 6. See, I effed that one up because I dove for no reason. Don't dive, bruh. Do the conservative tackle by pressing X or the A button on the Xbox One, just to make sure. Don't go for what was that? Don't go for hit 6 and stuff like that because that'll probably you know, hurt your chances with getting it done. So that guy, I zoned him again. I'm just trying to let you guys understand. So. With that being said right there, what I'm going to show you is this. I know probably you're going to be like, yo, what if they play action? What if they do, you know, something like that? I'm letting you guys understand that pretty much any of these defenses, like cover 4 press, we're going to run cover 4 press. All right? Like whatever they're doing, if they're running out routes, that you have to adjust to that. But I'm going to leave them in their zones. I'm just crashing them out. I'm pinching the line and crashing them out. The fourth, yo, keep going for 6. Keep going for 6. Yeah. Wave at me as you go for 6. Right there. That's just wild and ridiculous action that just happened right there. But the computer's going to do that to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? All my tutorials against the computer, yo, they just start doing whatever they want. But why am I taking that zone? I don't know why I'm taking that angle or why my guy's running straight down. But like I said, this is cover 4. All I'm doing is pinching the line and crashing them out. You know what I'm saying? Up on the right stick when you pinch him. And that's it. It just contains Power O very, very well. Just this defensive formation. Even if you leave them, what I noticed is, even if you leave the guys wide, without even crashing them and doing stuff like that, like, look, we're going to leave the defense the way it is. I'm not even going to do anything to it. You see how that's automatically contained with the cover 4? I'm just going to leave it. And they still, like, the safety comes up. As long as you don't pass commit. If you pass commit, they're not, yo, bro, pretty much what you saw them doing, running it for 6 on me, that's what's going to happen to you. Just don't pass commit. And like I said, you pinch the line, crash them out, and any defense out of this, you know, out of this, what is this? This is wide 9. And the same thing with nickel wide 9, if you have that in your playbook. It's just the way when you pinch the line, how the outside, the left end and the right end, you see how wide they're playing? That prevents a lot of what the guard is doing, trying to pull to get Power O, you know, rocking and rolling. It just prevents all of it. Because the guys, they're already edge contained. You're crashing them out. So as he pulls, the D tackle gets to, like, seep, you know, he seeps right through. It's just something about the way that when you pinch it and you crash them out. So, you know, pretty much you're pinching them on with the way that I do it. You know, it's just the left, what is that? The directional pad left. You press it left. That controls the D line. Then you press down on the left directional pad. Then it's like you just press left again and up on the right stick, and that crashes them up. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much that's it. And they're in the zone. Just don't pass commit. Just don't pass commit. You'll see that they contain it completely. And like I said, you got to experiment. If the guy starts running play action, you know what I'm saying, and you're not pass committing, they may come down a little bit, but in cover 4, they'll still stay wide. You know what I'm saying? They'll still stay wide. The key is your middle linebacker position. If you don't play it right and you give up the run, you're going to have a major problem. You're going to have a major issue. So that's the problem with the whole scheme. I'm a middle linebacker user. If you're a D-line user, it could possibly still work if you are able to block shit right away, because I told you the D tackle is going to make that play. But like I said, I would recommend, if somebody's running power O on you, probably don't play the D-line. Even if you're a D-line user, just don't play the D-line. Try to stay on the linebacker. Get used to trying to hover over the field, because that's going to be a major problem for you if you do that. This has been the video, helping guys that are having issues with the power O. This is how I stop it. Let me know if you need any more tips and tricks and stuff like that. I'll see what I can do for you. Hopefully you subscribe and share the video. I'll see you guys next time. And run this for 6. Yeah, run it for 6 on me. Run it for 6. Computer, bruh, just run it for 6. Bruh. I just can't. But you could always like blitz that guy on the outside too, when you spread it, when you spread the line, and then just, you know what I'm saying, just in case. But like I said, this is the formation that'll help you contain power O. Until next time, one love.